What's up, enemies?
What's up, enemies?
What's up, enemies? Today, going to be bringing you...
What's up, enemies? Hales here, and today I'm going to bring you episode 15 of Road to Glory series. Obviously, we've actually got no one in our club, no one in our main squad, no one in our substitutes. We even sold contracts to get 200 grand. I'm not sure actually how much we did it. I think we actually still got some bronze in the trade pile. We actually discard them. But lads, this episode is going to be, I think it's around 14 minutes long, so do actually sit back, relax, and I hope you lads do enjoy the gameplay and the commentary. By the way, lads, when I actually I edit this up, I do it on Move Maker, and you can do ×2 and ×4, and times things highest you can get is ×8, and it obviously speeds it up. I did actually have it on ×2, because I wanted to show you all the prices and how we got in, but then this, I'm just showing you the players we actually bought, came to around 18 minutes, so when I cut it down to ×4, it got down to like 14 minutes, so it's going quite quickly, but it does actually show you in depth how much we're going for. Obviously, so far we actually did get Diego and Dede, I think for around 4 grand. I think 4 grand each. I think mainly the defence because the 81 pace. But here we got Felipe Santana for 3 grand. What an absolute tank and an overpowered beast. The other centre back is a silver in the Russian league. We get him for around 10 grand. What? Did whack down our budget a bit, but lads, for you, the eminent subscribers, I don't care how much you actually buy. If it makes a good episode and you lads do enjoy it, I don't care how much the players actually cost. I remember, lads, by the way, a huge thanks goes to the eminent Mandem for being in the party and actually telling me and like helping me who to buy, because I didn't actually have a fucking clue who to buy because there's so many Brazilians and you so many beast players to get. But like, I remember when we actually bought most of these players for EG, then we could have got Alexander Pato for 34 grand, but I'll just say that, and I think we get Alexander Pato as a striker for like 6 grand, but I nearly bought him for like 34 grand. But then we got Marcos Asensio, what an underrated beast. I think he actually got 85 passing for a silver, what is actually redunculous. Obviously now we're going to look on the market and we get the big boy in form David Luiz. I think he came in form a few weeks ago. I think we get him for around 82 grand. What looks a bit of a bargain when I like skipping through these like certain informs then. But I played quite a few games this team already, and David Luiz and Marcos Asensio are absolute tanks. Obviously then we got for 8,000 to 82,000 and a half grand. What is does cut our budget down a lot, but he is definitely worth it. And on the right mid, obviously we did get Hulk. Hulk is actually probably known for his strength and his pace. I think he has got 88 strength and 90 pace. What is actually amazing, and we get him for around 11.5 grand. What is really, really good, but he's only got 2-star weak foot, was really quite bad. But now on the left mid we do get Robinho. Robinho is an absolute tank. You are paying for the skills and the pace of 88 pace. Oh, actually 91 dribbling with the 5-star skills has worked very, very well. I think we get him for around 12 grand. In the centre attacking mid position we do get Ronaldinho. He is probably known to be in every single beast Brazil team, and he is a tank. Again, you're paying for the skills. He's getting quite old, and I think he's got like 58 pace. But now, lads, here goes the most difficult part. We have 69 grand left, and there's so many players to buy. I think we go for Leandro first, because he's looking on the market. I wanted to get Wallison, but I realised he actually cost so much more. And then there's Leandro, the absolute tank with 87 pace and 75 dribbling. What is really, really good. Yeah, I'm looking on the market. There's obviously Neto Borrelio. He's got 91 pace. There's also it looks like a go, in fairness, that like I don't know who he actually plays for. There's so many options. Looking around the market, we see I'm actually at the moment I've already chosen. Yeah, got Leandro for 13 grand. What is an absolute steal for him. When I first saw him I was already picking him. Basically, in the other striker position we do get Alexander Pato. Here is where I nearly buy him for 32 grand or like 40 something grand. I don't know how I actually didn't. So I can I consider the Eminent Man then very, very lucky then, because he was telling me the specific prices on Foothead, so there's here the 34 grand, 35 grand for Lucas, and honestly, because I've got the 25,000 coins minimum and 50k maximum, the price goes up loads. Like, I'm just like searching around the market, look, I can't find any of them there. I need one for 26 grand. I was so fucking close. I just couldn't do it. I actually took it all off, and I took off the minimum and the maximum, and then I actually did find his actual specific price. It was like 6,000, 6,900, 7,000, 5,000. So he is ridiculously cheap. So consider myself very, very lucky. But we actually do pick him up for 6,100 coins. Actually, no, we didn't. We got nicked with us then. We actually do get him for 6.5 grand. What is not bad. Well, hopefully he will be an absolute beast. Now, as we do go on to the substitutes, because it actually wants to get really good substitutes where we can actually sub them out, and hopefully the substitutes can make a really, really good impact. But here we get Neto Borrelio. He is a very, very good player. Last season he did actually have 92 pace. It was really, really good. I think we got him for like 26 grand then. I'm not actually surprised if we did. I think 26 grand or 12 grand. And now we get Nene, the left mid. We get him for 4,200 coins. What he can swap around with Robinho quite very nicely. And then at the moment, we're just looking around on the market for any Brazilians, and we just search specifically, and I'm just trying to find any sort of players that I can be able to swap well. And here we get Wellington. What's it? Wellington Silva? No, it's Wellington. That's it. The absolute sweaty pace whore. I think he's got 92 pace. But especially as when I do actually buy these players, I'm constantly looking at the contracts and fitness, because that's what makes a player for me really. If I see one for 6,400 by now and then 6,600 by now, and one's got below 90 fitness and one contract, I'll go for 6,600, because when you find you can buy a contract for the same amount of money for the more expensive one and for fitness, so it works extremely better. But then we got that other guy then with 64 pace, and we get him for around 900 coins something. Look around the market again. I think we did get Wagner Love next. He was a very, very good buy. He's so pacey. Well, actually last year he had 89 pace, which was really, really stupid. Oh yeah, we get Wagner Love and that other player. Look around the market again. I wanted to mix it up with silvers and golds. So the player we do get, I'm not sure we can get. It's I tried to buy any random player by just putting the maximum for basically 3 grand to say who we can actually get, and we get a centre back, a centre mid here we have for £1 was pretty decent, and he was 2,900 coins. So you actually want to splash out that much cash on him. But then I think the next player we do get is centre back. Look around the market, and we get him. We can get him for around 1,400 coins. Yeah, we do. So pretty decent. I wanted to get him, but then I didn't know how much he actually specifically went for. Look around the market again, and then we actually do get him for 1,400 coins, what was really, really quite cheap. Especially the first one we actually did see was £7 what makes it really, really expensive. That's my laptop is being so loud. Sorry if you guys can actually hear that. So loud. And I actually want to get Julius Caesar so he can actually replace the goalkeeper. That is Diego. I think Diego. Sorry if I'm wrong. I can never actually pronounce his name. But then we slap everyone into the squad. So we try to get a substitute from basically most positions. Obviously we slap Diego in goal. And then we obviously put in Felipe Santana in the middle. Oh no, so Dead in the middle, sorry. Felipe Santana on the left. The Brazil guy on the right. And you get informed David Luiz, Marcelo Sal, Hulk. And you got a bit of Ronaldinho. And you got Robinho on the left, and then the two up front, Leonardo and Alexander Pato. And then obviously the substitutes, we got Nene, Wagner Love, Wellington, and then it was him. I didn't actually mean to buy him, and then obviously him. I think we had him in our club randomly. And I must have been one of the most noobiest moves. I put him in 3 times. That's probably the 5th time I fucking did it. And we have this other centre back, and then we have Da Silva player. Well, they can hopefully fit the team very, very nicely. But then, lads, I had to I had to play a game for you, lads. I wanted to show you how good this team actually was. Obviously, going to the game last episode, we got fucking kicked from the ear. Service was bullshit, so we had to make sure we win this game because last 2 episodes we lost. And then this player had a really quite good team. He had Aguero, Nani, Ben Arthur, Mata, Yaya Toure, Nasri, Clichy, Company, and I think Petr Cech. The second minute had a shot and a decent save by Diego, and then had the ball in the 5th minute with a bit of Leonardo pacing like an absolute boss. You can get 87 pace to get past Kyle Walker. He's still pacing it. He goes for a smashing shot and a quality save by Petr Cech. He's a very, very good goalkeeper, especially difficult to beat. In the 8th minute, I had the ball as on the Pato, taking the past Company, finessed it in the bottom right-hand corner like an absolute boss. By the way, there actually wasn't that much clips, because if I put a lot of clips in the video, it probably would have been about 18 minutes long. But this play was very, very good, so I was really happy to actually score them. In the 15th minute, he had the ball with Nani, using his pretty beast dribbling, had the ball with Ben Arthur, using his 83 paces, a free ball to Aguero, and he rapes me. Yeah, he just gives me the D. He just hands me my ass. That was pretty one of the best reaction goals ever, so it's pretty decent. In the 43rd minute, I fuck up so badly with David Luiz. He smashed it, or take it past fucking David Luiz on a really, really good block, and then Diego making a decent save, throw it out, and then obviously comes to half time. 1-0 up. No, sorry, 1-0. What was quite decent. This play was very, very good. Now you obviously see the half-time stats. That was, we had nine shots, 49% possession. He had 51% possession and 4 shots overall, so we were getting a bit dominated. In the 46th minute, the cheeky over towards Leonardo. He smashed it in a quality goal by Leonardo. I very, very much recommend him. Haven't actually seen... Sorry about that, my mic just randomly stopped actually working. Obviously we get 2-1 with Leonardo. And the 62nd minute, had the ball again with Leonardo through his legs, using his 87 pace, smashes it, and a quality save by Petr Cech to deny Leonardo his second goal of the game. And the 70th minute, had the ball with Nani, goes to a pathetic shot. Overall, I didn't actually think that shot was even worth a fucking goal. And 80th minute, did a free ball to Alexander Pato, using his 87 pace, take past the goalkeeper, and somehow that was actually a penalty. And I'm like, fair enough, if that's a penalty, might as well try and finish it to get 3-1, and we do in fact give it to the inform David Luiz. If you actually watch all of the RCG, you will know I smash it. I do in the middle top hand corner, where basically everyone does it nowadays. I don't know how goalkeepers don't actually get used to it and actually save them. But now as in the 82nd minute, we go 3-1 up, and I'm like, obviously that's a definite win. And we do, Diego smashes it up, and it comes to full time, and we win 3-1. And as we actually do win the title in Division 2, now we will start Division 1 fresh with this beast team, high whoop morale, because obviously we won that game. Now lads, if you have actually enjoyed this episode, give it a like. If we can get 8 likes, it'd be amazing. Oh, by the way, put in the comments what players to buy next. Obviously, if you have enjoyed it, give it a like. But let's go. Cheers guys!